Hey guys, how we doing? How's your days, your evenings, your weekends going? Right, here we go, kicking off. Now, this is a map. I don't think I've played this one before. Right, I don't think I've played this one before. And it's one of those things that I hope that you guys enjoy my channel, right? Because these aren't like the super high octane pro level. Let's all just play glitters and straights, right? You get to see some of the more different maps of Bar, right? So yeah, so starting off in the red team, I'm playing in the furthest most northwesterly position. So this is an interesting one. Again, similarly, no real roles here, but bar the bar these two, I think everything is pretty much front line. You know, because they're the ones that are gonna have the most protection, if that makes sense. So these guys are the ones that would either be your air or your tech slash eco type players. So yeah, right. Our red team leader, we've got Galtier Lebioff. Galtier Lebioff. He's gonna be playing alongside I'm Boxy. Now this looks like a good combination, and maybe that's gonna do very good for us. We've got Tessamanotes in the pink, not the hot pink, but just regular pink. We got Pro Pan playing up in here. Is he part of the Pro Clan then? Maybe not, because I think they normally have him a bit like Red Team Leader, right? In the brackets. Okay, who we got here? Zinho or Zinho. Nice name. So we've got Shire up in here. Some Lord of the Rings going on here. So we've got the Burning CPU representing this front lane. For the blue team, we have got Delano Rich taking the central front positions. The King Rat, and we've got Pie Man. That's a good name. I actually like that. Sky UK. All right, cool. Yeah, he definitely is from the UK, so that's nice. And we've got Kodakos, this problematic guy, T4 Tajak. Right, so he's blue team leader. We've got the Icon Open. Yeah, that's a cool name. All right, so what have I done? I've already sent some pawns up into the front, right? Because I'm not gonna let my comrade in arms, have to take on this burden himself. And I'm hoping me and him we can establish a good healthy presence here, right? So then anybody that wants to challenge us, we're gonna bust their heads. Now, bearing in mind, this is a new map to me, so I don't really know like what the plays are, what the meta is. I mean, all of these hilly areas look very, very traversable. So I don't think it's one of those maps where you'll be penalized even if you went into vehicles, right? I think you can still do very well. So you can see the King Rat. He's looking to move into the middle, establish a presence there. Pawns, I think, can nowadays trade pretty well against even incisors. But okay, look, they scared them enough. Hillman's moved his commander up. He should be hopefully securing his mexes as he is doing. I'm now sending some rocket bots up over there to help secure the fronts, going into my energy storage. Because wind is actually really good in this map, but everybody that knows about wind, right, you roll a dice with wind. Now, in some of my more recent games, being victim to air bombardments and as such, just making sure I've got something. I've got a little something to cover the air. I've got an LLT that should cover the core base, and yeah, should be good. I took this Mex on this side. Testament should take that. He's likely going to take these two as well, which I don't mind because, like I said, I'm assuming or I'm expecting these two positions to be the ones that are going to be the driving engine of our team. Now, what's this guy doing? He's a little bit of APM stored, and looks like my com is as well, right? Okay. Green's indicating to his blue comrade to go and strike me. Nice. So it's good to see a planned assault coming its way. Okay, so it looks like I've got my cursor certainly here. I am looking to try and get my reinforcements up there. Wondering why am I not? Yeah, that's it. What am I doing here? Paranoid about air, that's what's going on. But at least I'm sending my constructor. Look, I think the idea was to get a radar jammer. I wanted to try and get it in early. Um, and that would then help me and Pillarman kind of, secure that. Now, I think as long as we can hold this line, we're gonna be all right because we've got a really strong player playing up front here in the central position, right? And we've got Shire here as well, so he's third highest rank in the team, right? So I think we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. I mean, he's got a good sort of counterpart to tee off against over here, but it feels like he's coming off better at this early stage anyway. He's got his LLTs up. He's not going to be able to get that max. I mean, these two LLTs will just chop down anything the burning CPU tries to do there. What is worrying is this guy. So this map is really interesting. So like your teammate could be doing poorly at a lane, but the rest of you guys could be doing pretty well. Now I sent in my units to have a little skirmish over here, and I did well. Like me and Pillarman did well to knock this commander's health down, and I felt like we nearly had him, right? And what it meant is I ignored what was happening in my base. Now my squad mate, he did ping to say there's danger, right? And Tasmanot. So I didn't really clock it. I didn't really clock it. I mean, shout out to Tasmanot for firing the alarm bells, right? Because I wasn't aware what happened over there. Now he's gonna start pinging a bunch of things around, like defend here, defend there, defend here, defend there, which is good. It's not a bad thing at all. But during the game, he kind of went a bit OTT with it, I feel, and yeah. But interestingly, it's not showing back on the chat, so let's not worry about it, right? I mean, if you're more experienced on the map, it's a good thing. Like let your squad mates know, because they may not have played it before, right? Let them know where the sort of points of interest, areas to defend, areas to attack as well. That's always super good to know. These pawns, wow, they're doing super good. They're doing super good. They're going in there. They're getting in the damage. Wow. See, like this, the thing with small infantry unit, you could get them right into these like little alleyways, if you want to call them that, in between structures, and it's so hard to get them down. It's so, look at the damage that those guys done to Hot Pink. I'm Boxy. Boxy got some real serious hurt there done to him, right? Tassamano, being a solid start, was able to get some units out there to help. It looks like he's looking to establish himself up here as well. This is nice. He's got some contours here that's going to help him really build quickly. So you can see Pillarman, yeah, and myself, we've now sent some units up here, taking in his advice. The tricky thing with this is, right, I mean, with this map, I mean, if you put too many forces up there, like he's up there, I've got some units there, Pillarman's got some units there. You don't want to necessarily like ignore the lane too much, because if you lose the flank, it's going to be bad news for everybody, right? So now we're kind of pushing forward a bit here as well, and I think it's important because where our team leader has moved forward, right? We don't want him to be overly vulnerable. We don't want him too exposed, like overexposed. So I don't know, maybe a hot pink to nestle these guys away a little bit, maybe move because he's unaware. He's unaware that these guys are that nearby, right? So that's worrying because you don't want them to snipe the commander, right? These pawns are the king rat. You know what? Shout out to this guy. I mean, he's able to get a lot of hurting with just a small battalion of pawns. They seem to be doing really well, really well. Okay, they're gonna go up. Looks like they're gonna get these mexes. They are. There's nothing defending them. There's nothing defending them, and it's tough because Hot Pig he is gonna need, or he or she is gonna need some time to reestablish all this. I mean, it'd be nice if anyone's got a res bot. Anyone's got a res bot that can give him. Maybe not. One of those things that I notice is communication super key, right? So don't be shy to ask your team for help, whether that's with energy, metal, res bots, whatever. You know, people will generally in bar, your teammates will give you what they can, right? That's one of the beautiful things, and it's so easy to share units and things like that in bar. Really simple. So yeah, ask. Let people know. Let your squad know what it is that you need, right? My jammer is under attack. I think you could kind of see where I was going with this. I put a construction turret in there, jammer. I really wanted to establish a presence here, maybe even a base as well. But it didn't go to plan. It just didn't go to plan. Like I'm significantly fortifying this area here, right? And my paranoia about them ticks or pawns, or like a battalion of pawns coming into hurt my base. I've gone a little bit LLT mad, right? A little bit of reminiscing of my early days playing bar. But hey, look, my metal economy is not too bad in terms of what I'm producing of units and my output. My energy is looking solid, looking really good, really good. But I don't think it's anywhere there to be able to get me into tier 2. Wow, Red's made a push. I mean, look at the blue team, right? Scorched to earth. I mean, look, what else is he gonna do, right? He doesn't mind knocking out his own structures to stop that push. And sometimes sometimes Halo, you gotta sever a limb, ain't you, to protect the overall body, right? And that's what he did. But what is told us is there's a significant bombing force being built up. Now this guy, interesting, right? So he doesn't, and I don't mind this. I like this actually. So he's realized, look, my guy, my comrade here is doing okay. He's good. He's doing okay. He wins some, he lose some. Equals some, equals some, no problem. I'm just gonna make an army here. And then I suppose it's really down to him how he's gonna attack. To be honest with you, he's got enough forces to smash up this, to smash this up. Okay. How's he doing over there? This looks like an advance. Yeah, okay, nice. Nice, he's growing. He's sending out units. Now, I did ask Tassamanat if he can give me a T2 con, and I did give him a chunk of metal as well. To be honest with you, I didn't even realize this guy was like quote unquote the eco player. And to be fair, look how long it's gonna take for this thing to get to me. He is quicker, and even though like I think again, he made a little bit of a comment like I'm not eco, but okay, yeah, that's no problem, mate. I mean, you're getting the metal for it. In fact, maybe it's because I didn't give him enough metal. So yeah, okay, 470. Yeah, okay, cool. And let me know if you need more metal. So yeah, and I think that's the right way to do it. You're never gonna know like off the top of your head, or maybe some of you guys are good and you do know the metal numbers off by heart, but I don't. So yeah, I don't mind. Let me know. Let me know if I'm asking you to give me something, and I've got means to pay. I'm certainly gonna try and pay you, right? These pawns, nightmare. 2 commandos, man. Double impact. Oof. Nice strike. Nice strike. If only we can get the yeah, get that last one. Right on his head. Not on the head, but AoE done the job. Like the importance of having advanced construction bots or vehicles, crafts, whatever, just to get your mexes up, can never be undervalued, right? It can never be undervalued. And it's one of those things where I always say it, like if you're in a position where you can send them out or produce them for your squad, do it. Do it. Even if like, I played games where I'm not even in the eco position, right? But I've had success. I was having success in the role that I was playing, and I have been able to give out advanced constructors to squad mates, you know, that needed it or I felt needed it, right? Just to help them get their mexes up. That's team play in my view. Solid team play. Right. Primary blue. What is he going? What's he got going on over here? This is a castle. He's building a castle. Now, what's interesting to me with such a high ground here, right? I wouldn't mind seeing a gauntlet or some sort of artillery bot or vehicle up here, because the amount of damage they'll be able to do with the range that they're gonna get is going to be substantial, significant. Right, we're making a push. We're making a push. I really wanted to get this jammer out, because it was just a thorn on our side, right? And you know, one of the things that is important is vision, right? And even if it's not line of sight vision, just having radar dots, right? You know, tell us something about the enemy. With that jammer being there, we ain't gonna get that. And look, they invested heavily in these. It's almost like in every section they had a piece of jamming equipment waiting. Wow, look at these guys. This is smart. I mean, they got a bunch of landmines as well. Interesting. So he's not bothered with like walls. He said, no, forget walls. What's a wall to me? I don't want walls. I want to hurt you. If you want to start coming down here, I want to make sure you feel the pain. Now that's a solid way of protecting your backline base and your backline player. Very good. Very, very good. Now what am I looking? My mexes are up. My metal economy is now looking decent. It's now looking not bad at all. And that's what you need. My comrade, he is ecoing, is taking the opportunity, so he's not making tier 2 bots to go to the front and fight, which I think is sensible. It's the right thing to do. You know, if you sometimes you got to hold back and build up a little bit of economy to then help you get those super hard hitting units. I mean, he had built a sniper bot, right, a sharpshooter, so that's good. I suppose the job for me is to try and make sure that he lives. That's what I gotta do. I gotta try and make sure he lives. Bombers. Sky UK, what a pain. Absolute pain. You've got blue now pushing with these pawns. Pawns are superheroes nowadays, you know. They can frighten even a composition such as this to push back. And now a slightly heavier set of infantry units are moving up. The Sheldons are here. Nice. Nice. Shout out to Tassimana, you know, he's building the units that's needed to protect the team. And he's there. He's there when our squad mates have needed him for that extra support, right? And nice to see that we've got a radar bot that's gonna be really helpful with vision. Really, really helpful with vision. These bombers, super painful. Super painful. Like, just from the sheer number of these, right? I mean, even if 50% of your bombs miss per plane, you're still gonna be okay. And now, look, they're gonna move forward. Yeah, look, he's shouting. They've got bombers, tons of bombers, and I don't think we've got significant air. I don't think we have any air, to be honest with you. Yeah, can't see anything flying in the map. Now, I'm trying to send these units down the flank because I wasn't confident because I can't see anything that I can just go down the middle and get some hits off on them. So the flank is what I wanted to go down. Right, Red's in a position where he's got to make a stand, right? I mean, Com is dead. Com's down. It's over. He needs to try and get the reclaim on this. Don't want to give that to your enemy, right? Try and get the reclaim, and you've got to re-establish yourself. And I've got faith that he's going to be able to do it. Yeah, look, his metal in car is good, super good, super good. He's got his construction vehicle going in and getting the reclaim in. Pro Pan, he's got a Tsar lined up over here. This is going to be big for us. I mean, this thing alone, right? He comes anywhere near here, he's taking all of these guys out. Honestly, you're going to see them pop. You know, you're just going to see them pop once the Tsar hits. These guys must just be on an attack repeat. Oh no, this is why. Look, without pinpointers, radar dots, they're not always the most accurate. So look, this is giving off a signal as though this unit is even moving, but it's not. Enough AoE, got him. Yeah, I like this. Look at that. This is what you want to do. Forget resin, just go in there, reclaim. Just go there, reclaim. Go get that metal. They're gonna die, but they're gonna get a ton of metal for you. To pay focus, settle penances. It's got to be French. I don't get it. He must be talking to yeah, he must be talking to somebody else that's French. Is he only a French guy? Okay. Right. Look at this. Defensive tier 1. He's feeling confident that he can attack. I don't know. I don't feel like there's enough of an army that can, but I think he's feeling like with the Sheldons, he can do it. Perhaps with the Sheldons he could do it. Maybe he felt that the blue team, or Blue himself, wasn't really that strong up here from his experience fighting down there. So Blue sending some of his tier 1 army there. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna send in my guys to protect his Sheldons because they're squishy. And I'm hoping my guys will be able to give him that sort of cover he needs, right, to cover that metal. But I just don't have the numbers. I don't have the numbers, but I'm hoping that, look, it's gonna be enough. Well, enough for his squad, his firing squad, to do what he's got to do, right? To do what he's got to do. And look, he's cleared house. He's practically cleared house. So that's nice. All that's remaining is this mace. Yeah, good. HLTs are a problem. They're a problem. And this jammer, I mean, yeah, the radius isn't the biggest in the world. So sometimes you got to ball them up, is what I'm getting at, right? You got to get them around the jammer. Having them in a line is going to be effective to a degree, but not as much as it can do. Yo, yellow's going in, but they got these flamethrower turrets. Flamethrower turrets are super good for dealing with spam. Very, very good. They just melt everything down. Okay, red looks like he's back with a vengeance. Sending some heat, putting them heat rays. Look at that APM. Yo, that high level APM. This is nice to see. This is different to how I play. I normally like move them in formations, you know, like this. But he's just moving them like in a circle every now and again. That's interesting. Maybe this is something that I need to adopt in my play. Okay, these mammoths are coming in. Super armored bots. Super armored bots. I can open. He's now. Wow, the Quaker. Wow, super range, and they hit hard. Okay, cover yourself. Yep, cool, nice. Azar's gonna do good, but when these fat boys get the hill, this is gonna be bad. Fat boy getting the hill is gonna be bad. Because they're just gonna rain hell. So I think what the angle that we've been missing in this game is air. Now, I know their air player has been doing really well, but I'm not that impressed with his performance, I'll be honest with you. I mean, he should have noticed by now that with all the bombing that he's been doing to us, right? He's not seen a single fighter. He's not seen a single fighter from us hurt him. So what's stopping him from just bombing our base? You know what I mean? Because with the amount of bombers we've seen him have, right? Even with some anti-air that we have in our bases, it's not going to be enough to stop his amazing fleet. So yeah, I think that's a missed trick. It's a missed trick. But this is nice. This is nice. This is the sort of play that does mad damage. I mean, look, he's got fusions on his side. Oof. Boy. Yeah, he can see it. That's the problem. Yeah, he can see it. These ticks are allowing them to see it. They're gonna get good hits in there. Good hits. Oof. Oh man, that's so hard. Disheartening to see. This is interesting. I like how he's able to you know, put quick time notes, right? Danger, attack. But attack with what? I mean, you don't really. That might have been there from before. Oh no, that's new. We don't have an army yet. We don't have an army yet. Now, one of the things that I'm trying to do is get ticks in. So you know how I mean about, you know, making your enemy a busy fool? I don't mind doing that. Why? This, my friends, this. Now, obviously, I don't know he has mines there, right? But I want to utilize my spiders and get them into the back. So if I can get them down this mountain, mate, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Missiles away, melted. The only thing with spiders, I've said it before, in this new season, they just moved that little bit slower than what they used to move at, you know. Oof, combined effort. Now that's beautiful. Strikes from both angle, flank damage, bonus, everything. Oh no. So this is what I couldn't figure out, and I realized, because then you get that announcement, right? Landmines have been, you know, detected or something. So maybe I should. So I thought, okay, the comms down. Maybe I can do a frontal assault on their base, and I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that because it was still strong. It was still strong. I underestimated what they had over there. I should have continued. What I'm doing here. Just send them to the sides, yeah, and just attack the flanks. Because I'm still making them busy fools. My ticks, look. You know, this thing here, all it's looking to do is fire off these ticks. Every now and again, yeah, he's gonna try and target one of my spiders, but honestly, busy fool. Busy fool. That's gonna go for the spider. That's gonna hurt. Oh no, it's not. Busy fool. Right, I sent a fat boy over here to try and protect to try and protect my guy. But look, same idea, right? Busy fool. Oh, I wondered in the game what killed the fat boy. Because I thought it was safe, but Pulsar, that's what did it. Oh, light blue clocked it. Light blue clocked it. So my guys are going in. And I'm sending units. I'm not sending them, but I've got them there. I've got them there. I was holding them back. I wanted to send them in after getting some damage done here. Okay. I don't know why the spiders just didn't go down here. That's what I was really hoping for. Yeah, I don't know about that. I wonder why they didn't strictly just go down this and just because you know them taking that angle and coming down here. That's what kind of overexposed them. That's what overexposed the guys there. Now my hands are moving in, and that's what I wanted. I wanted them to worry about these spiders coming down the side, and I can push these. I can push these forward. Can't see the mines, right? But you guys can enjoy, you know, these hands getting busted up, busted up by these landmines. Okay, Fiends coming in. They're gonna do really well. I think this is probably one of the best plays that they made was the landmines. It just caused problems. It just caused problems. Right, they're now even getting tanks up in here to cover this angle. And shout out to them for doing so. You know, they're realizing that you know that side's a little bit weaker, and they're trying to do things to protect it. I've got a nice army of hounds. What's he sending in? Sprinters. Sprinters is good. They're good, but they never feel as fast as they should be to me. I don't know. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Because they're squishy because they're meant to be fast assault units, right? I don't know. Oddly enough, it feels like you could get more value out of a bunch of pawns, and they cost nowhere near as much as a sprinter to make. Look at this guy having a field day. Look, just flipping jammers and jammers and jammers. But hey, look, if they're busy being here, they're not busy being up. Yeah. Ticks can make busy fools of anyone. Looks like we're pushing forward. Pro-Pan. Pro-Pan! He's moving up. What's they? Interesting. So they took down our guy over here, but they haven't really done too much else on that lane. We're moving up. We're moving up. Slowly but surely we're moving up. Boom. Com goes down. Karganeth is on his way. This is nice. The King Rat. The King Rat. King Willie. Is he okay? He lives for the time being. He lives. But I think this could be it for Air. I think the Air player, he's had his day. He's had his day. And I think this is gonna be it. Red senses blood. He's drawn out where he wants to attack and strike. Hot Pink on his way to reinforce. This is going to be nice. Come on, Karganeth. Take the damage. Take the damage for the team. Yo, I like the wobble effect on those labs. Karganeth goes down, but it's alright. There's two more. There's two more coming. Oof. Ooh. Boy, he tried to run. He tried to run, but it was not enough. He could not run from fate. Fat boys are now coming in. Is that the enemy team's fat boys? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But it's going to be too little too late, I feel. They're going to try to reclaim this bad boy. Come on, get some hits off on those construction turrets. These guys have done it. These guys have done it. Boom. Middle section, gone, destroyed. Gone, destroyed. There's resignation vote gets called, and I think that's got to be all she wrote. That's got to be all she wrote. I mean, we've got demons. We've got demons now coming out. You got me sending vanguards up here and to move them forward, right? Everyone's going into the heavyweight match. Everyone's going into the heavyweight match. Pillman's in tier 3 as well, right? Everyone's gone in for the heavyweight, and these guys are moving down the flank side here. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're still in on the fight. But I'm glad they've got no surrender in them. These demons are creating havoc. Marauders are nice, they're brilliant, but demons, they can get the hit on them. They're gonna trade very well. Gonna trade very well. Biggest problem here is the pulsar. That's the problem. Spiders are coming in. Spiders are coming in now. And again, the idea is I wanted to try and get them up over here, get them up into the side, get them beyond the wall. That's the idea. Get these guys beyond the wall. Let me ask questions about him. Now you can see I feel as though I've got enough. 5 isn't really enough, but I wanted to get some damage in. But you know what? They just got too much. They got too much over here. They got units. They've got static defenses. They've got construction turrets helping for the rebuild. But look, it's too much. It's too much. Yo, what I hope you guys see from this is that, look, I had a plan of really making a foothold in the front there, right? But it didn't work out. And then all you have to do in that situation is just be solid. Play solid, right? Nothing overly fancy. I didn't panic and say, we don't have an air player, I'm going to go into air. No. I realized I'm going to use the terrain to my advantage. Got those spider bots out. Hurt them a little bit. But you know what? Shout out to the team. Everyone pulled their weight. And we got the win there. Alright guys. Hope you like that. And yeah, drop a like. And I shall see you in the next one.